Hey guys, even here with the old collabs, and yeah, Keone Pearson won the show. Just like I thought, just like many people thought, he looked super freaking impressive and he won his 212 debut. And this is becoming a trend. Like, first we have George Peterson going out of classic physique, competing in 212, winning his pro debut, and 212 debut, and now the same thing happens with the Keone Pearson. Which one is more impressive? We can talk about that in another video. Me personally, I can tell you straight away, I prefer Keone's physique because it's bigger, fuller, rounder. It's not all about the conditioning, even though George is more conditioned. Anyways, here you can see his posing routine that you haven't really seen yesterday when I made a video. It was just a lineup, the call out. So he won the show, but he was facing some really good bodybuilders, some really good 212 bodybuilders. And take a look at these guys standing next to him. Take a look at their legs, especially when they turned to the side. Those hamstrings and the quads and everything was just insane. But why Keone won was mainly the structure. Like, all these guys had really good muscularity, like really good conditioning. Both of them were probably more conditioned than Keone, a little bit more, but it's not about the conditioning always. Like, it's not the most important thing. It's a very important thing. It's probably the most important thing, but there are also other factors to consider. So, for example, right here, you can see the structure. Take a look at this guy on the left and that hamstring and the thigh. That's probably the biggest, the craziest hamstring sweep that I've ever seen. Seriously, probably, yeah. Then you will see the difference between his lower body and his upper body. There is no flaw. And that's why I think he took third, I'm not sure. And the guy on the right was pushing Keone, but not really. I mean, yeah, he was probably harder a little bit, but again, it's the structure, it's the roundness, the bubbly 3D kind of physique that Keone has, and it really looked impressive. He was conditioned, get me wrong, he was really conditioned, but he could have been a little bit drier, sure. Like the guy on the right or the guy on the left. Take a look at his glutes, the guy on the left. Like, run his glutes, pretty much, right? The hamstrings as well. But upper body not really matching his lower body. So yeah, Keone won and he absolutely deserved it. He looked really, really impressive. And I'm really happy for him. I can't wait to see him on Mr. Olympia stage. And like, what are the chances of him cracking the top 3 of Mr. Olympia? Pretty high, yeah. Winning the Mr. Olympia in 212 this year, I don't know. I don't think so. Because you have guys like Kamal Gargni, the current Mr. Olympia in 212. He has way more matured muscle. And also you have George Peterson, who will definitely push Keone. And also you have Derek Lansford, who is probably bigger, but I'm not sure how much bigger is he. Is he even bigger? Keone was 202 pounds. So he has 10 more pounds to play with before, okay, not maybe this Mr. Olympia because it's happening in 8 weeks. He'll probably just try to maintain this shape and come the same. Maybe he will add a pound or two, maybe he'll come fuller. Can he come fuller than this? I don't think so. I think he reached the maximum fullness. Could he come drier? I mean, he could, but I think he should. I don't think he should be going for shredded glutes because it can cost him a lot. It can cost him the fullness and these crazy lines. He definitely does have the lines and the shape, and that's what he should stick with. That's his game. Don't try to play conditioning game. That's not your game. Just stick with what works for you, and I'm sure his coach, Dorian Hamilton, knows this very well, and I'm sure they will bring the best out of Keone at the Mr. Olympia time, and I'm sure he will be in that top 6, probably top 3, maybe even win the Mr. Olympia. It's not impossible. Also, one more thing I wanted to add is the chest of Keone. He definitely improved that chest, and I'm going to talk probably a little bit more in depth about Keone and his crazy transformation, so yeah, the chest was something that was bugging me before. His chest was really flat and undeveloped. He fixed that. How did he do it? How did he make his chest progress so much in like 1 year? I don't know. I have some assumptions, but it definitely grew a lot. So once again, I'm really happy that Keone won this show and that he's going to be coming to the Mr. Olympia in about 8 weeks from now. Okay, next I have to mention the winner of Classic Physique. His name is... What the fuck is his name? Bryan Jones. His name is Bryan Jones, and I just left that there because it sounds pretty funny. Anyways, I just checked it. I didn't know his name. I think I saw this guy before, and I think he improved a lot, so that's why I can't recognize him. But take a look at those legs, those quads. I mean, overall, his physique has that crazy pop to it, and I don't know about the other poses. I saw some of the others. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Just keep this photo in your mind because it looks super impressive. Other poses, He's really good. Yeah, he's a good classic physique competitor, but he's not as impressive as in this one. This is a really good pose for him. If every pose looked as impressive as this one, he would probably be the Mr. Olympia champion. But I'm sure, by winning this show, he qualified for the Mr. Olympia, and I'm sure he will do great over there. And yep, everything. He has everything. He looks really impressive. Amazing, amazing, amazing physique. Alright, now let's get to the juiciest part of the video. Open division, bodybuilders, the big guys, and they're about to collide against each other in about, I think, an hour or 2 hours from now. Maybe it's already happening by the time this video is uploaded, because my internet connection is kind of slow in this new apartment that I started living at maybe like a few weeks ago. Anyways, here you can see Nick's back, his called backside, and it looks really, really insanely freaky. Like, take a look at the back and the glutes and the hamstrings. Overall, really freaking crazy impressive physique. Can he win the show? Can he win it? Can he? I think he can, but can he beat this? Boom. Justin Luis Rodriguez is shredded. He's shredded to the bone. He's peeled. And I hyped up Nick's debut in pro ranks. I said that he might win it. But based on this right now, I don't know. I'm not so sure. Because from this angle, bodybuilders, people don't look that big. The photo has been taken from above. I don't know why. I don't know who took this photo. I don't know why they did that. Maybe to just show us his conditioning, but not really his size. But this guy is big. This guy has the mass. But he is bringing better conditioning than Nick. Nick does not have these kind of separations in his lower back or his glutes. So, unless Nick absolutely dwarfs Justin, which is not going to happen, I think Justin will win. Yep, that's my prediction. I think Justin will win Chicago Pro. I think he absolutely deserves it. I think if he competed at the California Pro, he would win it. And he would beat Antoine Valiant. I think he's just actually Wyant. I think he's just that impressive, that good of a bodybuilder. He was always, but now he figured it out. He came conditioned. He really brought the conditioning on this high level. And I think he will win the Chicago Pro in open division, qualify for the Mr. Olympia. And I think he deserves it. But Nick, for his pro debut against these guys, come on. That would be still amazing if he places second, which I do think he will. I think he will beat Akim Williams. Yeah, Akim is pretty conditioned. You can see the glutes. He's conditioned, he's ready. But the back is his problem, and it really hurts him. He just can't get rid of the water in the back area. If he somehow manages to do it by the time show starts, he can win the show. Yeah, sure. He looked super impressive at the Arnold's and him and New York Pro and other shows. Like, he's always really good, but there's always that one problem, the back. So he's an Olympian. I think he competed at Mr. Olympia maybe multiple times. I'm not sure, but he's always like top 3, top 4 at these top pro shows. So like, he probably has the biggest chances if you consider their previous performance. But these guys really made their significant leaps in terms of progress. The other guys, Akim, I don't see it. I don't think he really figured it out. How to get rid of the water from the back. I think his back is still looking pretty watery, pretty soft. So I don't think he will be better than third place, which is also an amazing result. The winner of Europa Pro, the Spain Pro, James Hollingshead, just updated us with his physique. And take a look at those glutes and the back and everything, like from behind. I think that's why he won. That was the biggest thing. When they turned around, you could really see the way he says, who picks up heavy things from the floor? And he put it properly, and that's why I think he won, because he is strong as a house. He deadlifts like a maniac. He squats like crazy, like 7-8 plates for reps and stuff like that. So it shows in his physique, especially in those glutes. Those glutes are some of the thickest glutes I've ever seen, and really big, really developed and dry. He got them dry. The biggest weakness of his is his back. Again, similar thing with like it is with Akim. Not that bad, but he does have those wrinkles down below. If he somehow manages to get rid of those, he will be much better bodybuilder. But he's still dry from behind, not as watery as Akim, not that kind of watery, but still amazing from behind, especially those glutes and the lower body, entire lower body. Everything. This guy is an absolute beast, and that's why he won. That's why he will be at the Mr. Olympia stage if they let him travel. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Please like it if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more videos like this. All the best, guys, and keep it old school.